after leaving Congress. Well, he moved to Cape Coral, Florida, a $1.7 million mansion, almost 5,000 square feet, and he even filed for a homestead exemption, which under Florida law means you're telling the state of Florida, this is where I live. He pulled a $325,000 renovation permit, registered to vote in Florida, And when he decided to run for Senate in Michigan, he bought a one bedroom, 728 square foot house. Hold those numbers. Almost 5,000 square foot mansion versus a 728 square foot lot. Basically a lot because no one had ever lived there. He stayed at his sister's house in Genoa Township. And his voter registration, well, that wasn't canceled until reporters started asking in November 2025. He told a Michigan audience that basically his whole life was in Florida. Well, except for the place he wants to run out of. Now, I've said a lot of things in my career in politics that I wish I could take back, but I've never said my whole life is here while standing in a different state and asking them to vote for us. It's a hell of a tactic. I want you to see what this actually is, though. This isn't Mike Rogers, the candidate. This is Mike Rogers, the structure. You see, in 2010, the Supreme Court decided Citizens United. You're going to hear about that a lot. The majority opinion said that independent expenditures do not give rise to corruption or the appearance of corruption. That was the sentence. That was the legal reasoning. Independent money cannot corrupt. Bullshit. This is what the sentence looks like in actual practicality. Not a legal doctrine, not a law review article, not an opinion delivered from a marble bench by justices who will never run for office and, accept millions of dollars in trips from lobbyists as well. That's right. This is what it looks like. A man living in Florida who buys a one bedroom in Michigan so he can have a filing address. He raises 80% of his money from people who don't live in the state he wants to represent. He has $1.9 trillion in combined donor assets, pointing at that committee seat. And they're writing the checks to fund it. It's not corruption, according to the United States Supreme Court, because the money is independent. The man's not independent. The money's independent. The committee assignment, sure as hell, isn't independent. The votes aren't independent. But the checks, they're written to a super PAC, not a campaign account. And so the Supreme Court of the United States has decided somehow that's independent and that's democracy. Make it make sense. This is Burn the Playbook.